go, it goes. If I want it to stop, it stops. The same is true with the man, isn't it? I'm asking, does he take instructions from you?